Have you ever felt like you need a ton of money just to get started with investing? Well, today we are going to completely bust that myth. We're going to show you how to take your very first $100 and turn it into a real investment, all based on the simple, proven strategies of financial expert Bola Sokunbi. Let's dive in.
So what do you think is the biggest financial mistake you could possibly make? It's not buying that fancy coffee every day. It's not even that impulse buy you made last week. The most expensive mistake, the one that quietly eats away at your future, is doing nothing at all. Yeah, financial inaction, that's the real enemy.
And getting past this inaction is especially critical for women. Just think about this. On average, women earn less than men, but we live longer. That income gap isn't just about less money today. It's about losing out on decades of potential growth from investing that money. It creates this huge financial gap down the road. It means we need more money for a longer retirement, but we're starting out at a disadvantage. That's why investing isn't just a nice idea, it's an absolute must.
But, and this is the really good news, you don't need to be rich to start investing. It's the other way around. You need to invest to build wealth. And it all kicks off with a simple, straightforward plan, which is exactly what we've got for you today. So our guide for this journey is the amazing Bola Sokunbi. She's a certified financial education instructor, a 5-time best-selling author, and she's the founder of Clever Girl Finance, which is one of the biggest personal finance platforms for women in the US. Her whole mission is about empowering women to get financially healthy, which makes her the perfect person to lead us through this. So, Bola's game plan is a really clear 4-step process. First, we'll open an account. Then, we'll pick an investment. After that, we'll make it automatic. And finally, we'll just keep learning. Simple, right? Let's break it down. Okay, step 1. Your money needs a home where it can actually grow. And I'm not talking about your everyday checking or savings account. Nope, we need a dedicated investment account. You've basically got 2 main options here. For saving for retirement, which should honestly be your top priority, an IRA is your best friend. It comes with some really powerful tax advantages. For other goals, maybe like a down payment on a house, a regular brokerage account gives you more freedom to get to your cash when you need it. So, how do you actually do it? It is way easier than you think. You just go to a well-known, low-fee brokerage firm. We're talking Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard. Click the big Open a New Account button, pick your account type, maybe a Roth IRA, and just follow the steps. The whole thing takes like less than 15 minutes. You could literally do this on your lunch break. Seriously. Step 2 is about picking what to invest in. Now, with just $100, the absolute last thing you want to do is bet it all on a single company. The key here is that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. We need to diversify. And the absolute easiest way to do that is with something called an index fund. Okay, think of it like a pre-made bundle of investments. Instead of buying one company, your $100 buys you tiny little slices of hundreds or even thousands of the biggest companies out there. Bam! You're instantly diversified and your risk is spread out. Picking a fund is super simple. Once your account is up and running, just use the search bar. A great place to start is an S&P 500 index fund. That tracks the 500 biggest US companies. If you want to go even broader, look for a total stock market index fund. And if you're in an IRA, it gets even easier. Just pick a target date fund for the year you think you'll retire, and it handles all the adjustments for you. All right, let's move on to step 3. Make it automatic. This right here is where the real magic happens. Building wealth is not about trying to time the market perfectly. It's all about time in the market. Consistency is the real secret ingredient. And this really is a core principle of successful investing. It's a long-term game. The whole point is to stay disciplined and stick to your plan even when the market is going a little crazy. And the best way to force that discipline, take your own emotions out of the picture. So the key is to put your wealth building on autopilot. Inside your account, look for a feature called automatic investing or recurring transfers. Then just pick an amount you can consistently put in. It doesn't have to be a lot. Even $25 a month is an amazing start. Set it to automatically buy more of that index fund you chose, and that's it. You are now building wealth consistently without even thinking about it. And that brings us to our final step, number 4, keep learning. Making that first $100 investment isn't the finish line, it's the starting block. The more you learn about money, the more confident you'll become and the better decisions you'll make down the road. And I just love this quote from Bola Sokunbi. She says, there's value in the journey itself, in the lessons you learn from every experience. So don't be afraid to make mistakes.
The simple act of just getting started and learning as you go, that is a huge win all by itself.
And you know, the best part is that you don't have to pay a fortune for a great financial education. Bola's platform, Clever Girl Finance, proves this. It has over 30 completely free courses, tons of worksheets, free mentor calls, a great podcast, and a really supportive community. It's all right there for you.
So, what's a super simple way to get started? Just promise yourself you'll spend 15 minutes a week. That's it, the length of a coffee break just exploring this stuff on their site. That tiny investment of your time will pay off big time in knowledge and confidence.
So let's just recap that path real quick. First, open the right account. Second, buy a simple, diversified fund. Third, automate your contributions so you stay consistent. And fourth, never, ever stop learning. That's it. That's the entire plan to turn your first $100 into the foundation of your future wealth.
And that leaves us with this one last really powerful idea. The script has been totally flipped. It's not about having money so you can invest. It's about investing so you can have money. So the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?